Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Good Morning Bouncing. So happy to be with you here today. We've been having fun with words that mean happy that we can use instead of happy. So let's go through what we have had so far. All right. Blessed, delighted, jovial, gleeful, jubilant, cherry, elated, contented, blessed. We got blessed in twice. Well, that was important. Overjoyed, glad, and today is over the moon. So, how about that? Good morning, June. Good morning, Patricia. We are bringing in over the moon, over the moon into our practice today. Okay. Feet shoulder hip distance apart. Feel that earth. Know you are always being supported by the earth. And then consider during the day as you feed yourself and as you interact with things in your environment and the earth and nature, how you are appreciating your body and all of nature. So consider that, be kind and compassionate to everything, even the parts of the food you're chopping up that goes into the waste or anything else that's going into the garbage. Bless everything. Be kind to everything. Master Lin has been saying that last year and this year to keep safe, be kind to everything. So we're going to be kind to ourselves and do our Spring Forest Qigong practice, feeling the earth coming up through the bottom of our feet, saying good morning to your lower dantian, good morning to your middle dantian. Come up, say good morning to your thyroid and your jaw and your eyes, all your senses, so you can enjoy this day completely. Come to the top of your head and feel a connection to the universe, all the ends of the universe. You can connect anywhere you want to go and feel like the light from a beautiful sun coming down. You could feel it on your forehead, on your top of your head, in your eyes, kind of warm, maybe, or dripping, or just light. Maybe you feel the light and you can kind of see it in your imagination. Coming down around you, through you, and into the earth. And then you're going to be so happy, you're just going to start bouncing. So we're bouncing from the knees. Our elbows are out a little bit. Our fingers are spread apart. Smile is on our face. Tip of the tongue touches the roof of the mouth. And just align your spine and your neck by tucking your chin in a little bit. And feel the balance at the bottom of your feet. Are you leaning over to one side or forward or backwards? Or are you centered? And wherever you are, just invite balance. Breathe in through the nose, breathe out through the mouth, and we'll start right away with our hands over our head because I was shutting everything else down so I could hopefully have this um, practice, this live practice continue without interruption. Breathe in through the nose, breathe out through the mouth. I didn't repost yesterday because it was in two parts. So if I can figure out how to edit them together, then I will post it at some point in the future with the other one that happened to. Breathe in through the nose, breathe out through the mouth. Remember, this is detoxification. So bouncing is for detoxification because you are helping like your lymph system, which doesn't have a pump, to remove the toxins from your tissues. Gets everybody moving. Blood comes around and says, oh wait, hey, you've got a ticket. You got a ticket out of this body, so come on up, come on aboard. And you're breathing. Breathe in, breathe out. Let your out breath be twice as long or 3 times as long as your in breath. When I first started noticing my breath, and trying to have an even breath, even. That was not happening. Um, and I found that I could breathe out for a long time, but breathing in, I'd have to like gulp that air in. I had to make sure it got in. I was so stressed out. See, so how you breathe can give you an indication of your stress level. And then you go and do something like this where you breathe in through the nose, slowly, deeply, gently. You breathe out through the mouth, but you let yourself do it. So if you're doing the breathe in and you can let out for a long time, then just do it. That's perfect. Hi, Pat. Because then perhaps by the fifth or sixth breath, it's a little bit easier. Your in breath comes in a little bit easier. And you'll notice this happening over time too, depending on where you're starting out. Now, I was starting out very fearful, very anxious. And sometimes the only, it was just when I was doing my practice that my breathing would slow down. So, what's that tell me? Breathing out of the practice is good for me. So, continue that. And just note where you are now. Put it in your notebook. This is how I'm breathing right now on this date. This is how well I can hold my hands up during 5 minutes of bouncing or connecting heaven and earth. I am laying down, I'm standing, I'm sitting X percentage of the time. Just put it down like this is where I am, because you put it down and it has to change, right? That's scientific observation. When something is observed as it is, it has to change. It's kind of a crazy concept. I can't quite understand it, but there it is. In other contexts, I can, like, if you go and you really look at your kitchen floor, that's going to change because you're going to get that mop out and vacuum and mop the floor, right? You're going to clean it. So, yeah, be where you are, be where your feet are, be where your eyes are, and just notice your life as it's happening, and you'll have a lot more joy in it. When I was a young mom and I had 3 kids zooming around, or maybe 2 were zooming and 1 was crying in their crib, and I'm in the shower, you know, in the bathroom trying to get done really fast. Well, let's take our hands down to our sides. Well, I wasn't being in the moment enjoying my shower. I already was out of the room and there and, soothing kids and getting things in order and finding out what chaos had happened in the 3 minutes I gave myself to take my shower. So I don't know if anyone else has had that experience, or if you had it, a different, where you weren't crazed like that. But I was always in the next moment or looking back at an older moment. Guess what? I wasn't in the moment. Now, when I was playing with the kids, I was in the moment. That was so joyful, But when I was planning, I got to do this, or get myself from one point to the other, I wasn't living in the moment. I am doing so much better at living in the moment now. So, and that's another gift of Spring Forest Qigong's 5-element practice that Master Lin created. All right, beautiful, beautiful. So we'll take our shoulders and bring them up to our ears, and then our head goes back. We're going to scrunch. And this, if you are in any of that chaos I was describing that I have been in before in my life, oh my gosh, do this. This is amazing. I wish I had it. Release your shoulders down. Because guess what? You don't need 20 minutes. You can just say, Mom's got 2 minutes of shoulder shrug so that I can be patient and read you a book. Which I loved reading to the kids. My favorite things. And of course, that was because my mom would read to me. Tap your cheekbones. We had a little cabin in Wisconsin, cup the top of our head, and we'd be there for, I don't know, three weeks or so, cup the base of your head, or a month. It was a lovely long time. I think it was longer. It was at least a month. It was before everybody had everything else that they did, and so you couldn't take a long vacation. And my dad would come up on the weekends. Let's clap our hands. But at night, it'd get really dark because of the forest. So we'd be in the living room with the fire, and we had gone to the library. Now we're tapping and cupping to wake up the chi. We go to the library, we get our maximum. I don't know, that was like 21 books or something. And we'd all bring all those books with us, and then we'd pick something, and everybody would read a couple pages, which was done a lot for me because I had a lot of trouble learning how to read. But it was very kind of my siblings to be patient and let me read my page or two. Which is probably why I have a lot of trouble with those Kindles and things like that. I like to have a book. So continue cupping and tapping the body. And if you're new here, I apologize for just rambling on and not telling you what we're doing. Just follow along. We're just waking up the chi in all the body and trying to allow ourselves to be as alive and connected as we can. Right now, we're going up on the toes, down on the heels, waking up that bubbling springs connection of the feet, at the feet for the earth energy to come up and down easily. So today, we'll get into our song position. Then I want to do 7 steps of new life. I want to thank everybody for all the love and healing you've been sending to our beautiful dog, Lyle. He's a Norwegian elkhound. He's 11 and a half, 11 and 3/4. And he ended up having a gigantic spleen. And Dr. Gill at A Central North Animal Hospital in Mount Prospect. Thank you, Dr. Gill. I've been calling him Master Gill all week, and for a reason. It just came out that way. And everybody for taking such good care of him. And for just send that out, that level of care and compassion to every single pet and every single pet owner and every single veterinarian and the hospitals and all that. Let's just send that out to everybody. Won't life be that much better with our happy and healthy pets? Yeah, I think so. Morning, Maria. Good morning, Dorothy. Hi, Susan. Hi, Pat. Hi, everybody. Okay, so what we're going to do is get into our beginning of the universe position, say our password, connect to our master, and then we're going to do 7 steps of new life. Okay, here we go. Just to clear out all the energy we've been moving and creating and releasing for the springtime. Just give ourselves another cleansing, a little spring cleaning. So we want right now to have our feet grounded, knees bent, spine nice and straight and aligned. Just feel that alignment happening. And if you've been stressed out, just release and just say, my body goes into alignment. Perfect alignment. Elbows out. Stretch your fingers. Stretch your toes. Mega stretch to stimulate the 6 meridians that start in the hands, the 6 that start in the feet. Get them moving so that the chi is just flowing through you. Smile, smile, smile. Tuck your chin in a little bit. Touch the tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth behind the front teeth. Feel connected between heaven and earth and start to go into song. You are a pine tree at the beginning of the universe. All the possibilities are there, and we enter the void by being between being and not being. And that's where the job gets done. So, in that, we say, I am in the universe. The universe is in my body. The universe and I combine together, and we let go of preconceptions. We let go of any fear. The thoughts fade, and we connect so naturally to our Creator, to our masters, our teachers, our angels, our family, the ocean, the universe itself, whatever you feel is most divine. And actually, as we're doing that, you may notice your entire body is feeling a little fuzzy. And then ask for what you want from this practice today. I just want to bring the gratitude that I feel out to everyone in the entire universe. So send that message out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now we're going to move into 7 steps of new life. So I'm going to come back a little bit, and I'm going to do the legs, but you don't have to do them. And let me just see what time it is. Okay, plenty of time. So what I'm going to do, I'll show you my hands first. We take and we kind of scoop up the energy of the earth like this with our fingers closed, because we don't want it to go through, right? So we're scooping the energy up, and then I will say we're going to the lower dantian, the middle dantian, the shoulders, the throat, the forehead, top of the head. And then when we go to whichever one, then we turn our hands over, and I'll say, and we release it back down. So what we're doing is we're kind of bringing up all the energy of the earth, cleansing the body, and then releasing it all back down. So we're giving ourselves a good mud bath, let's say that. All right? And while we do it, if you want to add the legs, we go up. This is really hard to see. There we go. We go up on the toe, starting on the left side, and then when we're going to release, we go on the heel. So toe, heel, left side, then toe, heel, right side. Sounds like a dance class. All right. Ready? Here we go. Breathing in. Gather the energy of the universe. Bring it to the lower dantian. That's the navel. Turn your hands over and down. So we'll just practice that a couple times before we move our feet. Here we go. Breathing in. And breathing out. Practice one more time. And feel the energy of the earth coming up through the bottom of your feet all the way to that lower dantian. We'll hold it here for a second. Feel it swishing around, cleansing, and then release it down. Okay? All right, so now we're going to start with the feet. Up on the toe of the left foot, we bring the energy up to the lower dantian. Hold here for a few seconds, turn our hands over, go on the heel, and push it out. Now continue to breathe in and out through the nose if you can. Come up on the right toe. Bring the energy up to the middle dantian. So you're bringing it up a little higher. And turn your hands over, go on the heel, and push it on down. Now, if you feel uncomfortable, like maybe you're getting aches in your feet or something, just keep going if you can. Coming up on the left toe, we come up to the shoulder height, and then we turn our hands over and come back down. Now, continuing up, you do not need to bring your hands up to each level. You just feel it going up, and you can just stay here around chest level. And feel yourself filling up now to the throat and go on the right heel and push it on down. And if um, once we do one, a couple more, I want you just to let go and just whatever happens, happens. Bring the light, like liquid light, coming up to fill up to the nose level. Turn your hands over and push it on down. And maybe you see the waves of light leading you and going as beautiful waves are turning into butterflies to the ends of the universe, bringing that loving light and energy from the earth. Feel it coming up through your body, filling up all the way to your forehead. Maybe your eyes get a little, you can, like you're closing your eyes because you can feel it. And then you go on the right heel and push it on down. Going back to the left side, bring that light energy all the way to the top of your head. And then on the heel, push it down and release it all the way. Now we're going to start with the left foot. So we're going to go on the left and we're going to come to the, plenty of time. We're going to start over. So breathing in, bring the energy up from the earth to the lower dantian. Go on your heel and push it on down. Now, if you could do this with your eyes closed, that's even better, but it's good, better, best. Breathing in, let the light energy of the earth come up to your heart level. Go on the heel and push it on down. Right side toe, on the toe, coming up to the shoulders. Feel the shoulders full of light. And then turn your hands over and you're on your heel and you push it on down. Left side toe, bringing it up to the throat. And on the heel and push it on down. Coming up on the left. All the way to the forehead or the upper dantian and push it on down. And then the left side, we're going to come up. I may have gone past the nose. That's all right. We're going to go all the way to the forehead. And let's just hang here. All the way to the top of the head. And let's just hang here and feel anything you can let go of. Just melts into this liquid light. Anything your body no longer needs. Skin, hair, all the levels of the skin, bones, all your organ systems, your vessels, anything you no longer need just melts into this light. Go on the heel and then slowly let it all out. And see it releasing as light or waves or butterflies all the way to the ends of the universe. Let it all go. Awesome. Hey, we did it. Good job. Okay, so we are over the moon today. Let's breathe in and out a few times. Just bring it in and out. If maybe you need to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth here, that's what I'm doing. I bet I'm releasing some anxiety. I'm sure I've been holding my breath for the last few weeks, a little bit. And then with your hands out from their sides a little bit, back in that beginning of the universe in song position for just a few moments, and notice your chi and invite balance. And you probably will notice the inside to the outside balance of chi, top of the body, lower part of the body. Your chi is balanced, the front and the back, and the left and the right. And then we'll bring all that beautiful qi we've cultivated into the lower dantian. See it as a ball of light. Let it spin, spin, spin. Faster and faster. Get smaller and brighter, smaller and brighter, smaller and brighter. Till it turns into a tiny little energy pill. And you tuck it deep behind the navel. Let that beautiful smile come out even more so. Open your eyes, rub your hands together, bringing that qi lotion to your palms, and massage your face. Feel the qi lotion, making your face younger every day. Rub your ears 9 times if you have time. Awesome. And one gigantic 10,000 hands plus your hands and arms coming out of your body. Gathering, welcome and gather all the gifts of the universe, bringing you an over the moon day. And wow, how about that? If our job is to bring over the moon to others today, how can we do something that they say, wow, I had an over the moon experience? And we bow and say, thank you, thank you, thank you. I send you many, many blessings. And I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Okay, bye.